Hi there, this is Jack Tyler from the Boston Sax Shop, and in this video we are going to be discussing the 4 different cuts of reeds that we offer so that you can choose the right one for your setup. So here we go. Now, the basic components of a reed are the vamp, which is the actual cut part of the reed, and the bark, which is where your ligature sits. Now within the vamp you have the tip, which is the main contact point where you articulate with your tongue, and the heart, which is the V shape in the middle of the cut. Now you also have the rails which follow the sides of the vamp. And that's pretty much it. Now in my experience with designing these reeds and also just playing a lot of saxophone, the main variables in the cut of the reed that are going to carry the most influence on how a reed will perform are the heart and the tip thicknesses. And it's the balance of those two that really determine how a reed is going to perform. Now, the short version is that a thicker tip provides more inherent cooperative resistance, control, and durability, whereas a thinner tip provides a faster attack and more flexibility. And the same can essentially be said for a thicker versus a thinner heart. And again, it's all a balancing act between those two variables. Okay, so now on to choosing the perfect reed for your setup and sonic goals. At the Boston Sax Shop, we have 4 different lines of reeds and feel confident that we have something for everyone. Let's walk through the different options we offer, starting with our darkest and moving up to our brightest cut. Really quick, since the terms bright and dark can be super subjective, I personally want to define them for this video simply by the harmonic range that I hear when playing a reed. So if a reed is giving me mainly lower overtones, I would consider that to be darker, and vice versa if it's on the upper end of the spectrum. On the darkest end of the spectrum, we have our blue label. Now, while it's a classical style reed, the blue label is also really great for the jazz player looking for the ultimate warm tone without sacrificing the ability to project. The blue label design features a thin tip for quick articulation and a thicker heart for balance and depth. Moving on to the one that started it all, these are the black label. Now, the black label reeds were my very first design and remain today one of the most popular choices among our customers and artists alike. And if you haven't played Boston Sax Shop reeds before, this is usually the one we recommend you start with. The design is essentially a hybrid between a classical and a jazz style, which offers a thicker tip profile than most jazz reeds on the market, giving them an incredibly even tone across the registers and a lush old school sound. Now, the silver label is essentially the black label but turned up a notch. So for those looking for a little bit more brilliance in their tone while still having loads of warmth, this reed design is the perfect one for you. We kept the same thicker tip profile of the black label but thinned the heart just a bit to give it more flexibility and a touch of brightness. And finally, we have red label. Now, red label is the reed for the player seeking the maximum amount of projection and edge out of their sound without losing fullness. These reeds have a thin tip profile and a medium heart for a fast response and a tone that can really cut. Now, as for strength, we have taken great care to match our designs so that they are interchangeable, meaning that you should feel comfortable playing your same strength with each design. We also have a reed strength guide should you be comparing these to other brands located directly on our website. So those are the 4 options that we offer at the Boston Sax Shop, and we hope that this video has helped to clarify and also give you a better idea of which reed is going to be right for you. As always, should you have any additional questions, we are available by email at hello@bostonsaxshop.com, and thanks so much for watching.